She and Jay she took him to, I don't know.
Right. Oh, well, I guess I'd better,
Would it be very wrong if I asked you for your number?
No.
Just in case I ever, had to call you about...
stuff. Okay.
You two really have excellent chemistry in the film. Did you do something special to get this right?
I got you to... No, I'm going to be polite.
Okay,
I'm not going to say anything bad. Don't worry. I know she's like, I'm going to say something horrible. No, I asked Rachel to record a poem and the lyrics to a song, which is in the movie. So I've fallen in love with her voice, and then I would listen to it every morning before I went to set. So that's what I did. You recorded it for me.
I did. I was really nervous about that. I did it about 20,000 times.
There was a couple of things, yeah. I'm not sure I'm doing this right. That's the sentence. I remember that so clearly.
Oh, really?
Just break off. I'm not sure I'm doing this right.
The relationship between you and Domhnall's character in the film, it feels realistic. Did you do anything special to make this work?
Well, not really. Not in terms of I mean, he's a very clever and professional actor, and he was very, very prepared, and I try and prepare as much as I can. So we eased into those scenes quite normally.
This is going to sound strange. Be prepared for strangeness. Get ready for spooky time. But there's this family secret, and the secret is that the men in the family can travel in time.
The sort of joke is that the movie is about time travel, but it's not about time travel. It's about how we should spend our time.
If you could travel back in time and change something in your lives, what would you do?
I would travel through Australia again. That was a great trip that I took. Yeah, I'd probably do a lot of travels again. I'd probably play the first part I ever played as a kid. I'd played one of the fairies in The Midsummer Night's Dream. I didn't have a name, but I was a fairy for sure.
Why would you would go back to do it better? Or you would
just
go back
to do it again.
Just
to do it again.
That's weird.
No? Is that weird?
But you would bring your experience now back. It wouldn't be the first time.
But I thought, you're right. I don't know. I'm not the time traveler.
When I was 8, the Beatles came to Stockholm, and I went to see them at a place called the Foresta Hotel, and they came out onto the balcony, and I waved at them, and I wished I'd had a ticket for the concert. So I would go back in time and buy the ticket for the concert.
Rachel, I've read that you're a big fan of Philip Seymour Hoffman, and now you're doing a movie with him. Is that like a dream come true for you?
It is. It really is. I sort of have to pinch myself. We finished it in last November, and I didn't get to work with him that much, so I just sort of would show up on set, and just to sort of watch him because he's so brilliant, and so smart, and I think he's going to direct more, which I think is fantastic, and it was a real dream come true. Yeah,
really good.
Yeah, he's really good. So,
yeah,
I got an ask the time travel question. I go back. I met Philip Seymour Hoffman. I made an ass of myself in front of him, so I'll go back and not do that.
Really?
Bingo.
Good one.
Yeah.
When did you do that?
You have to tell us about that.
He was at a thing, and I just went. I think you're great.
Then you
and he
spat on him.
No, and he was like, thanks, man. And I was like, yeah. And then I left.
I loved Copenhagen. I'm not just saying it. I loved those big candles they had out in the street, and I loved the way it never really gets dark. They give you blankets with cafe chairs.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
If you did that in London, those blankets wouldn't be there 10 minutes later.
I thought the best movie I saw last year was The Royal Affair, which I just thought was an amazing historical movie because it was uncompromising. It was entertaining, but it seemed to tell, an interesting, complicated story without saying it's got to be a bit like an adventure film or anything. It was a proper historical, complicated film, but so beautiful.